This is the martial arts, this or that show, where I bring my perspective, where else would you go? I'll make your heart race, I'm in your face. Now, here starts the martial arts, this or that show. Let's go! Let's go.
What's up, everyone? Fernando Rivera Jr. here with the martial arts, this or that show. A little upset. Sorry I'm a little late for the 2 or 3 that are watching me, because that's all that watch me. I had an issue with the internet. My computer wasn't working, so I'm doing it from my phone. It's a little more difficult. Let me get closer. And it's live. Yes, no recording. I prefer live. It's more entertaining. Plus, I can see your messages and I can answer you right back live. Patches. Kenpo patches. There are many. And what I don't like about using the phone instead of the computer is on a computer, I can open up another web page and show it here. I can't do that on the phone. I wish, for some reason, I wish this site would do it so it'd be mobile friendly-ish, even though it's mobile friendly now. Just works better with a mouse, because when I used to do it before from my phone, before I got a computer, you could see me doing this when every time I wanted to pick something, at least with the mouse, you won't see me touching the screen. But Kenpo patches, there are a lot. A lot. I mean, there's a lot. I'm just saying. But, which means one thing, in my opinion. No, I'm not going to talk shit. We Kenpoists are very proud of what we teach. And a lot of us like to, even though we admit what it is, we know what it is, we teach at Parker Kenpo, and that's that. And sometimes we'll have our own influences in what we're teaching. We all do, especially when you have your own school and you have your own system, even though it's a Parker system, but you want to have your own patch. And there are a lot. As I said, I had a video or a page link that I was going to show you the many patches that they had. Now, I'm not saying this is one. This is one that I designed. Could you read that? It's backwards, isn't it? It probably is. But it says American Kenpo Karate, and I got 50 made. And one of our Kenpo sisters from New Hampshire, I believe. Yeah, Erin, she bought 25 of them, and she wears those on her patches for her school, which is cool. I had it on my left sleeve above my universal red and black patch. Of course, my crest, as I said. And I also have that patch very big on my gi. Now, the cool thing about that, if anyone's interested, I actually have 2 brand new gis, size 4. Hit me up if you want them. They're pretty cool. Very comfortable, soft material, not crazy thick, but good enough. Good for Kenpo. It has that in the back. Nothing else. You can put whatever patches you want. Also, a buddy of mine, Paul Atkins, this is his patch. Oceanside Kenpo Karate. That's his patch. And it has a tiger and dragon, which we'll get into. Because Paul Atkins is a Navy SEAL, retired Navy SEAL, who's also an actor, and he was actually an extra in Sicario 2. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. They're both good. He was one of the Navy SEALs in the beginning of the movie that actually played a Navy SEAL, kidnapped or accosted, or what do you want to call it, took hostage of a Somali terrorist to get information. Very interesting. Then, of course, as I said, I got it on my red gi, very big. But there are a lot of Kenpo patches out there. Paul Mills, Larry Tatum, Huck Planis, Chuck Sullivan, Rich Hale, Ohana Kenpo. There are a lot. A lot of them have a lot of the same similarities. I do have a video. I forgot how to do this because I haven't done it from my phone in months, almost a year. So let me change this up. You see here, some of them are here. Hook planets to the top. Larry Tatum is to my right, your left. This one was in the top. Of course, mine at the bottom, then the original in the middle. But let me replace, as I said, from the phone, it's a little harder. Original patch. And then this other one that I recently saw for sale somewhere. I don't know if anybody has one. I think I knew somebody that had one. There's that one. I think that's from a different Kenpo. That's Jeff Speakman, I believe. I can't see. It's my phone. This one, I don't know whose it is, but I think Mr. Michael Cruz has that patch. Larry Tatum, the dragon. I don't see a tiger, but that's Larry Tatum. Can't argue with that. Harplanis, the master. Rest in peace. My patch. Tiger and dragon. Universal symbol is back there. There are many Kenpo crest patches that go in the front of our G's. And it's crazy. I think I know this is from Texas, I believe. I forgot, I forgot his name. And the EPAC crest, which is universal. Anybody, I believe Alex Perez out of down south from where I am, West Palm area. He wears those on his. But nothing wrong with that. That is the thing about Kenpo. We respect that. We all love each other's patches. Nobody says anything bad about the other one's patches. Yo, that's badass, dude. That's awesome. We know what's up. But we're very prideful of our patches and what we teach all at Parker Kenpo. As I said, we may put our little 2 cents here and there, but it's all Parker Kenpo. The funny thing about it is, no other martial arts like that. You can check. I'm just saying, there really is. Taekwondo is Taekwondo. Other martial arts don't even wear patches. We love our patches, I'm just saying, and our crests. But Shotokan doesn't. Kind of, I guess. Hold on, let me see. Yes, they have the tribal split tiger thingy. Well, that's if you're a Kenpo or karate person or martial art person, you know that's Shotokan. And I've seen this in several colors. I've seen it in addition to other designs, but that's Shotokan. When you see that, that's what it is. Now, the coolest thing about our crest, especially mine, I'm very proud for my student, my only black belt that I've ranked to black. He did something that I haven't done yet, that now that I see how good it looks, I think I have, let me see if I have the picture here. I think I put it with this video. Check that out. That is bad. He actually got my crest done on a tattoo on his arm. I'm jealous. I'm envious. He got it before me. That's not right. I can't afford it. Apparently it costs a decent penny to get that done. And it's pretty big too. I saw what it's pretty big on his arm. And I actually have an empty spot, so I want to get that done. But it looks amazing. They did a great job actually doing my patch on his arm. But anyway, Daniel Sanz, he has a video that I like to share. I think that's it for the pictures on that one. And I cut it, so it's not crazy long because it's about to look it up. It has to do with the EPAC or the Ed Parker patch or crest. But it's a very interesting video. As I said, I cut it so I can play along with it, talk. But check this out. Art of One Dojo.
Perhaps one of the most iconic emblems of Ed Parker's American Karate system is the IKKA crest. You've probably seen this everywhere. It's a very common symbol associated with American Kenpo, but it also stands for a lot of different things, part of the brotherhood and the community, and it's got some really interesting history when we break it down. So today, we're going to take a quick look at the Kenpo patch.
Art of One Dojo. Really good channel. If you're not subscribed.
The two most prominent icons in the American Kenpo system have to be the tiger and the dragon. While Kenpo is a modern art, Ed Parker did not want to forget its roots. The tiger and the dragon go back into deep Chinese mythology and often represent a balance of energy. The two are also often seen entwined in various yin-yang formations to highlight this concept. In American Kenpo, their presence is no less significant. The tiger represents a grounded physical strength. It has raw power and is dangerous to be trifled with. As Mr. Parker describes it in his Infinite Insights book, the tiger represents earthly strength derived during the early stages of learning. This is the stage where the individual is more impressed with his own physical prowess. The dragon represents a spiritual strength and an achievement of wisdom. If the tiger is the power the student first learns in the training, then the dragon is the state of enlightenment that comes with experience and seasoning in the art. Also in Mr. Parker's words, the attitude of the dragon is the ultimate goal of Kenpo. Armed with this attitude, an individual will not be afraid of the opponent, but of what he can do to the opponent. Thus, he turns his back and walks away from an unwarranted conflict, confident that he could have been the victor.
Now, that's where I have a problem. Maybe it's because of the way I grew up in Harvard, Connecticut, and a bunch of gangs and all this kind of lifestyle. It's hard for me to turn away from a fight. I can't help it. The thing about that is that when I know I'm going to get into a fight, it's kind of scary because I start laughing. So I guess I'm a crazy dragon. I don't know. But I have been, in the last 10, 15 years, able to somewhat verbal judo the situation where it doesn't get that far. Plus, I'm not a small guy. 220 pounds, not fat, not skinny, and I'm pretty intimidating, so I don't get a lot of the confrontations. Plus, look at my face. I look crazy. But yeah, it is what it is. But check this out. There's more. And, the thing about it is 99.9% of Kenpo crests have the tiger and dragon. Of course, those that don't have them, we can't. Top planets, Larry Tatum, we can't. Those are like, we can't. They can do what they want. But anyway, there's more. Check it out. Rest of the video or some more of the video.
This duology is a major component of most Kenpo systems, and their relationship to...
Now you know. If you're a Kenpoist, you're probably thinking, I already know this. So, how many times have you watched The Perfect Weapon? Just saying. It's like talking.
Included in Kenpo's most iconic emblem, the Kenpo crest. The Kenpo crest is the image that Ed Parker and his brother David composed while forming the International Kenpo Karate Association, or the IKKA. Previously, Mr. Parker had been running the KKAA, or Kenpo Karate Association of America, and it was represented by a fist emblem with the art's name. For the IKKA, Parker wanted...
Which reminds me, Master Rich Hale, which I think I thanked him, I believe. Oh, hold on a second. I have these at the bottom of my gi pants. This patch, oh my God, I reached for it. He sent this to me a couple years ago in memory of Ed Parker. 1931, 1990, so I have that at the bottom of my gi pants. But yeah, that's a pretty cool patch. I'm glad he sent me that, because I wrote him and he was like, "What's your address?" And he sent me. That was kind of cool. But thanks, Mr. Hale. Continue.
That embodied the philosophy and integrity of the art.
Yes. Oh, don't go. Stop. Pause. All right. I almost kept going. There was a little bit more of that video. But yeah, as you see, where they got the idea for that with the fist. I'm just saying. But anyway, it's a thing. We love what we teach. We love teaching it. And a lot of it, like a lot of us, as I said, I'm not judging. I'm saying we are prideful as hell. And we just like to make it our thing, especially when we got our own school. But we all brag about what we teach. It just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But, you have to earn the right to do that. There are many out there who, I'm not going to mention their names, put on a 10th degree, whatever, and create their own system and call it Kem Tai Do something, and they're all of a sudden the Grandmaster Senior Martial Arts. But whatever. C'est la vie. La vie. It is what it is. There's more.
Now that we have the boundary set, let's take a look at the inner elements. Featured in the center of the crest is the circle and the line patterns. These represent several different ideas. First, the circle represents a continuous flow, as in life having no beginning or end, or the perpetual motion of techniques. According to Mr. Parker, the circle also represents the concept that all moves evolve from a circle, and it represents the bond of continuous friendship, and also that the circle is the base of our alphabet. The lines overlaid onto the circle also represent a few different ideas. First, it was Mr. Parker's homage to the original 18 hand movements found in the old Chinese arts. Additionally, if you imagine yourself standing in the center of the circle, the straight and diagonal lines represent the entry lines of attack from an opponent, as well as the paths of movements a practitioner can step to. Kenpo is also an art that mixes both linear and circular movements and techniques, and one of the principles of the system stem from the concept of how they can cancel each other out. Generally speaking, a linear attack can be countered by a circular motion, and a circular attack can be cut short by a linear action.
Now, as I've mentioned, there are many reasons why I fell in love with Kenpo, but that paragraph right there, it says it a lot. It says it all. Yes, I'm bragging about Kenpo. Whatever, I'm a Kenpoist. But I've taken other martial arts, and no martial art ever that I've ever taken, I'm sure anyone can agree, explains what we teach in such detail like Kenpo. That's my love. That's my passion. That's why I fell in love with it. There's a little more. Check it out, I think.
Also residing in the crest are both the tiger and the dragon, still representing strength and wisdom. Their placement is as such. The tiger, stemming from earthly strength, is positioned at the bottom, with the dragon placed above, the essence of a higher learning. As the tiger and dragon are present to retain the yin and yang balance of the art, and in respect of Kenpo's Chinese roots, so is the Chinese lettering on either side of the crest. This is a nod of respect and remembrance to Kenpo's early roots. The script on the left reads, Spirit of the Dragon and the Tiger. And the text on the right is, Law of the Fist and the Empty Hand.
Very interesting. You know, for many years, people always asked me what that meant. I had an idea, but I never really looked into it because I was just, I had my own crest. But people have asked me that. And when I saw that video, I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of remember now. But it's been so long since I've worn one of those patches. So it was kind of weird not knowing it, even though I'd known it at one time. But yeah, Kenpo people, much respectful salute. I love every one of your patches. Funny thing about it is, Atkins, Mr. Atkins patch, the one he sent me that I actually got on a shirt that I wear here and there. I wear it everywhere I go when I have to wear a shirt that looks decent. I owe him a patch. I had an order for 50 well-designed patches that someone made for me overseas. I never got to order it because money-wise, it never really got that good. But I was going to take one off one of my gis I never used. I'm just saying. But anyway, as I said, remember, I got 2 gis, size 4. If you're interested, hit me up. I'll give you a good price on them, unused, still in the plastic, with the white belt and everything. And size 4. Because I can't do nothing with them. I'm size 5, and it fits me slightly big, but I think. But yeah, it's what it is. It's just like the picture here. Got the crest on my patch. Well, listen, we love it. We love patches. We love our Kenpo patches. We are prideful of our art. It can't be helped. There's going to be many more to come out. There's probably some I haven't even seen yet. But they're not just a patch. The designs that we have for our system, not only is the Ed Parker system, our system that we teach as our own when it comes to having our own patch and our own school, Tribal Kenpo Support Chen, pretty badass. I was looking for one of those patches so I could show it off here, and I didn't find one in time. I literally got out of work and I started putting a show together for today, even though I had the idea from yesterday or the day before. So I want to talk about patches, because, and I had a couple more patches, but I can't find them. I literally found the top to my gi in this thing that I have the phone on. I was like, oh, here it is, and I want to show you guys. But, with this patch, Aaron, this is my last one. That literally is the last one. I don't know if I want to get rid of that one. I might make some more. I don't know. Maybe in the future when things get better. But anyway, my plans, as I said, when things get better financially for me, hopefully this channel grows. If you're on go to YouTube link, subscribe, help that channel grow. So once things get better financially for me, I am going to visit your school. Of course, with your invitation. Not just going to barge into your school, hi, and do my thing and get my ass kicked. I will ask you permission to kick my ass. So, let me know what's up. Write me. Maybe we can plan something down the line, and then we'll talk about it on here and promote your school and the show, and you know how it is. Let's be real. But anyway, patches. Love patches. I actually owe probably 4 people my patch. Three of them are collectors. One of them was Paul Atkins. Again, sorry, Paul. I owe you that patch, though. I actually wrote him about a couple months ago. Hey, I got your patch. So I was going to take it off my gi. So I felt bad that I own that patch. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. Subscribe, please. Let me know what's up. Everybody interested in the gi. Subscribe, follow, share, like, comment. I know I said that already. Music, because that's how I'm going to go out. Heat is a bad thing. I may have played this song before, but I like it so much I play it a lot. I wrote the words, of course, but it just sounds so good and it's so true. Hate, for those that hate, it's like they're addicted. It's like a drug. Hate is a drug. It really is. And this song will explain why. But anyway, again, thanks for watching, my fellow brothers and sisters, Kenpoists. And thanks for watching the martial arts, this or that show. And I will see you. I will be on Sunday at 5 because it's still kind of bright. I woke up this morning. I didn't even know it was time change. Thought I got up late. I got up early. Whatever. I got to work. Confused as shit. I guess I was the only one because everybody at work was like zombies. But anyway, Sundays at 5 and Wednesdays at 5, unless I get out a little later from work, and it'll be a little later, but I hope not. Let's see what happens because my work is unpredictable when I get out. And I work 6 days a week, except for Friday. But I might do Fridays. Let's see. I might change my mind. But I kind of like Sunday because it's Sunday and Wednesday, middle of the week, gives me time to put stuff together. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And like I said, hate is horrible, but it's also an addiction. I'm just saying, don't hate. And as I was saying, if you have the headphones on, I'm about to scream. You guys have a rest. I'll hold you guys. Check this out.
You wake up, scroll down, and the world starts bleeding. Headlines in your bloodstream, every word starts feeding. Pick a side, draw a line, make a villain out of neighbors. Turn a handshake into war, turn a friend into a traitor. And I don't even know you, but I know what you are. Cause somebody said you're poison from behind a screen in a bar. Now I'm locked in a loop, replaying what they told me, building cages in my mind with the lies that control me. It's easy to light the match when you're cold inside, easy to call it truth when you're justified. But every hit I take just hollows out my chest, and I can't tell where the rage ends and I end next. Hate is a drug, one taste and I'm chasing it. Hands on my throat, but I'm the one embracing it. It burns like power, it feels like relief, till it eats my love and it murders my peace. Hate is a drug, got me thinking I'm strong, but it's wrecking my life while I'm singing along. And the enemy I swear I need to defeat is the voice in my head putting me on a leash. Don't listen to them, they're the reason you're drowning. Don't question the story, just keep on shouting. And I traded my empathy for a loaded opinion, like a loaded gun with no safety, no vision. Family split in half over slogans and colors, turning mothers into strangers, turning brothers on brothers. I said I'd die for the truth, but I'm living in a haze. I'm not fighting for what's right, I'm addicted to the rage. It's easy to throw a stone when you can't see a face. It's easy to feel clean when you're screaming disgrace, but every word I spit is another chain I forge, and I'm sharpening the knife that I'm falling on shore. Hate is a drug, one taste and I'm chasing it. Hands on my throat, but I'm the one embracing it. It burns like power, it feels like relief, till it eats my love and it murders my peace. Hate is a drug, got me thinking I'm strong, but it's wrecking my life while I'm singing along. And the enemy I swear I need to defeat is the voice in my head putting me on a leash. Tell me, who wins when I'm empty? Who wins when I can't sleep? Who wins times when my heart turns into a bunker, and I call it being free. They sell me a target, I buy it in pieces. They feed me a story, I swallow a thesis. I don't need an enemy to ruin my name, 'cause hate does the job and I carry the blame. Hate is a drug.